Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
That is 2 on Keldon. Leonard coming in average at 21. Had that Monday. 80% from the line on the season. And Kawhi with 8 points tonight. 3 of 5 from the floor. It is only 3.
Excuse me for a second.
Pops on the mic.
Stop all the booing and let these guys play. It's got no class. It's not who we are. Knock off the booing.
Pop telling the fans to lay off Kawhi Leonard. But that's not San Antonio.
Well, I don't believe I've ever seen that.
I've seen a number of college coaches motion to their crowds, particularly the student crowds, if they're cursing or whatever.
So that was the coach of San Antonio Spurs, Greg Popovich, addressing the fans while they were booing Kawhi Leonard. Well, remember, in that game, San Antonio Spurs lost at home 102 to 109 points against LA Clippers. Well, it is more of a failing to, the fans failed to control their emotions. And, the coach of San Antonio Spurs had to go warn the fans, which they did. They poked the bear. But Greg Popovich, while speaking during the post-match, gave more reasons for telling the fans to keep their booze in their pocket.
What you said to the fans, was that something
that's all I need to say. I don't know how you want me to. Do you want me to make up a different answer?
No, I'm asking you.
I gave you the answer. I gave the answer.
I'm going to ask
There's no other questions that need to be asked. Anybody else? You know exactly what I mean. You don't poke the bear.
They poked the bear. They lost 102 to 109 points. Well, let's talk about the man who was also, part of the reasons the fans of San Antonio Spurs was booing. The man they were even booing, that was Kawhi Leonard. And, well, he reacted to the coach, statement telling the fans not to boo him. However, when you've played under a coach before, there's this connection. All right, let's listen to Kawhi Leonard and look at all the results of games decided in the wee hours of the day.
The Spurs are always going to fight. They don't give up. They push it to the end of the fourth quarter. And, it was a good win for us. It tested us a little bit down the stretch.
A second quarter, something happened that just doesn't happen in sports when your former coach Popovich addressed the crowd to just stop booing. You just had a long embrace. What were you thinking at the time when that happened?
I was focused. I didn't know if it was him or not. I was at the free throw line, but like you said, they're a very classy organization, and I'm pretty sure he wants to keep it that way.
Lastly, you guys have won 3 in a row. What makes you think that your team right now is starting to gel and can maybe rattle off a nice win streak?
Just winning games. Winning doesn't always show you that you're getting better, but we're happy that we're getting these wins, and we still got a lot to improve on. As you see down the stretch, making careless turnovers, and not just getting in our spots.
Kawhi Leonard speaking there, helping the Clippers to beat San Antonio Spurs 109 to 102 points. Now, looking at all the results of the world of NBA this morning. Well, a disappointing one for LA Lakers as a loss 101 to 104 points against Dallas Mavericks. Utah Jazz lost 105 to 121 points against Portland Trail Blazers on the road. Phoenix Suns held down their home ground, beating Golden State Warriors 123 to 115 points. Oklahoma City Thunders edged Chicago Bulls 116 to 102 points. New Orleans Pelicans, defeated Sacramento Kings 117 to 112 points. Philadelphia 76ers lost 99 to 112 points on the road against Minnesota Timberwolves as Houston Rockets edged Memphis Grizzlies 111 to 91 points. Indiana Pacers lost in a disappointing way. It was a tight game as they lost 131 to 132 points against Toronto Raptors. Cleveland Cavaliers lost 96 to 129 points against Miami Heat. Cleveland Cavaliers were at home as the Milwaukee Bucks lost 116 to 119 points, and Atlanta Hawks in overtime defeated Brooklyn Nets 147 to 145 points, while Orlando Magic defeated Denver Nuggets 124 to 119 points. Charlotte Hornets defeated Washington Wizards, who were their guests, beating Wizards 117 to 114 points. Now moving away to tennis this morning, a game away from elimination. Australia found a way to rally and make it way back to the Davis Cup semi-finals. Australia came from behind to defeat Czech Republic 2-1 and reached the last four for the second straight year on Wednesday. Alex de Minaur recovered from a set and a breakdown to keep the Aussies alive when Max Purcell and Matthew Emgate won the decisive doubles match to set up an encounter with Finland on Friday. Well, we've got games going down in Brazil, Japan. We also have that in Spain, in Valencia. The Valencia ATP Challenger in Spain. We've got games going down starting at 11 o'clock. Pedro Martinez against Denis Saint-Jean will be battling each other by 11 o'clock. And at 12:30, Daniel Ricciardo taking Martin Landelius as Fabio Fognini will take Joseph Kovalev by 12:30. And moving down, we've got more doubles events going down in that particular tournament. However, in Japan, Yokohama ATP Challenger, well, the games decided today. Luca Nardi, Mark Moore, Yusuke Watanuki, Yuta Shimizu, Giovanni Fioni, Shang Wong all won their games to the next round of the tournament. However, in the WTA tournament at Florianopolis WTA Challenger in Brazil, we've got games going down today. 3 o'clock, Martina Caputo will be up against Elizabeth Manjic. Sarah Bergelijk will take on Leolia Georgian as Ipek Ons tackles Angela Tomljanovic. Well, we'll have continuation of doubles event today, and the last game in the singles will be by 7 o'clock where Solana Seria battles Mariam Bogaro. Let's go on a break, and when we come back, we'll look at updates coming from the world of football, starting from the home front.
.939 is the dial. News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Welcome back. Check it out right now. It is 9:12 from your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 939 FM. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, aka Young Striker 9. And well, in case you're just tuning in, well, you've missed a lot. However, you've not missed much. Well, we spoke tennis and NBA. But now, talking about the Nigeria Premier Football League, remember, games are going into the match day 10. However, changes are going round. Well, talking about the managerial positions, it's no longer news that Kennedy Boboye, a two-time NPFL coach, a two-time NPFL manager, winning the NPFL title. What he has won with, that should be, he has won twice. Yes, I know, with Plateau United. And this is a man who also has what it takes, because he has changed club. Yes, he also won with Aqua United. But the question now is, if you are going to win the NPFL title, is it going to be with a team placed bottom in the NPFL log? That is the question. Winning the NPFL twice as a manager and also having the experience of the national team as a coach, not as a technical advisor. But now, looking at his position and what he will be faced with, most especially the challenges facing Heartland FC. Well, he's not a new coach for Heartland FC of Owerri. The team is placed 20th on the NPFL log, yet to win a game this season. They've drawn 6 matches and they've lost 3. They've conceded 12. They've scored 8 goals this season, and they are with 6 points from 9 matches. Although maybe looks positive for them, because the last 2 games has ended in drawn encounter, playing 2-0 draw at home against Bayelsa United, playing 1-0 draw in Lagos against Sporting Lagos. And looking at that, maybe something positive can come up from Heartland FC of Owerri. But now let's look at their next game. The first game for Kennedy Boboye will be sitting back at home and welcoming Eyimba International, a team that won their rescheduled NPFL Matchday 1 game. And they were able to record a 2-1 victory over Bendel Insurance, a team that also finished well last season in the abridged version of the NPFL. Eyimba is 8th on the NPFL with 13 points, scoring 7, conceding 7. A team that has won 4, drawn 1, and lost 3. Will Kennedy Boboye be picking his first 3 points, or for Heartland FC of Owerri picking their first victory of the season against Eyimba International? Well, they know themselves, most especially Vinidi George and Kennedy Boboye. Well, they've also met at a national team managerial level. Okay, now let's look at how games will surely turn out in the match day 10 of the NPFL. Talking about the match day 10 of the NPFL, Heartland FC of Owerri hosts Eyimba International, and Remo Stars will be up against Doma United, all in the match day 10. Other games, Abia Warriors will take on Enugu Rangers as Kano Pillars sits back at home to welcome Bendel Insurance. Katina United hosts Bayelsa United as Gombe United travels to play Kwara United. Lobby Stars host the Sri Star Sports Club of Ibadan as Aqua United will be the guest of Niger Tornadoes, and it's going to be Southwest Derby in the match day 10 between Sunshine Stars of Akure and Sporting Lagos in Ondo State. Let's go on a break, and when we come back, we'll look at more football stories. Do not go anywhere. Still kick off Sports Show.
Your comfort is important. If you're looking for quality, classy, comfortable, and imported furniture, Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise is a place for you. At Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise, we've got a wide range of top-notch imported furniture for you at affordable prices. Name it: sofas, royal marble dining set, executive furnitures of all kinds, banquet furniture, bed and dressing mirror, kitchen cabinet, and lots more. Our intention is to make you feel comfortable always by providing quality furniture, whether at home, office, hotel, lounge and bar, and so on. Hurry now. Contact us today at Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise, shop number AA 80-20, Railway Shopping Complex, Aleshiloye Market, and shop 8A-11, Railway Shopping Line, by Alalubosa Junction, Iyagonku Railway Crossing, Ibadan. Call 0802-303-0550 or 0706-225-2649. Johnson A. Nigeria Enterprise, home of quality furniture made for you.
Santa Claus is now right here at Solutions 93.9 FM, kids, and you can have a fantastic end of the year party also. With just 2,000 Naira, you can see Santa Claus right here, and guess what? With the same ticket, you gain entrance into Solutions 93.9 FM's annual Kiddies End of the Year party.
Party after party after party after party.
Parents, schools, churches, and organizations. From December 1, 2023, Santa Claus will be here with goodie bags for your kids. With this token, you can allow your kids to experience the wonders of Christmas and the pleasurable end of the year season. If you demand, we can also transfer Santa Claus to your schools, your churches, and your organizations and anywhere at a discounted rate. All you have to do is reach out to us at 100 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Aweni House, Okeado, Ibadan. Or you can contact us on 0817-452-0785 or 0818-090-5832. Solutions 93.9 FM Santa's Grotto. Let the kids dream.
My name na Taiwo Kuka.
My name na Kende Kuka.
We be twins.
We small. Mama and Papa then they joke say now only one pikin then they expect. But not two of us them get.
Actually, now me then they expect to. Now she then get as a wolf.
I beg you.
Na me be the golden child.
Anyway, our life be like this Momo 100% recharge bonus. Where we say you go get double of any amount where you recharge.
Go recharge your MTN line now for Momo app or dial *671# now.
Make Momo summer you better bonus.
Download the Momo app now or dial *671# to enjoy. Momo, better pass cash.
When great minds meet, great ideas inspire and transform a great nation. Wherever you are, National Advertising Conference is calling.
So, join us. Let's share perspectives on how brand narratives are developing talents, inspiring alternatives, and supporting a more creative economy. Theme: Marketing Communication as an enabler of national transformation.
Yes, Abuja will be on standstill from December 6th to 8th, 2023. Venue: International Conference Center, Abuja. Time: 9 a.m. each day.
Register at www.nationaladvertisingconference.com.
National Advertising Conference 2023. Let's engage marketing communications for national transformation.
Turn up, let's turn the nation around.
My brother, we did work. Why did daily flossing?
Call me Jiggy Jiggy. Heavy, all eyes on me, Machiavelli. Who dey?
You know they call me Fela in Versace. Say it with your favorite lyrics on Spotify.
Welcome back. 9:19 is the time. Young Striker 9 here and still Kiko Sports here. The first half of VM update in case you're just tuning in. This is Solutions 939 FM. Let's go straight to Venezuela this morning, where the Football Federation has condemned the treatment of one of its national team's players by Peruvian police following World Cup qualifiers. Well, Peru and Venezuela played at 1-0 draw on Tuesday in Limar, and Venezuela player Nahuel Fararesi told the local media that fingers of his left hand were injured by a baton-wielding Peruvian police officer who hit him twice as he tried to approach Venezuelan fans in the stands after the match. The outlet also showed video of the incident. The federation also criticized migration compliance checks it said Venezuelan fans were subjected to in order to enter the stadium. Okay, well, although we get a reaction from the country's heads, but let's keep our fingers crossed to see more. However, Stephen Kenny's contract as manager of the Republic of Ireland senior men's national team will not be renewed. The Football Association of Ireland has announced the 52-year-old who replaced Mick McCarthy at the Elms in April 2020 was in charge for the final time during Tuesday's 1-0 draw friendly against New Zealand at the Aviva Stadium. His departure comes following the Ireland's poor Euro 2024 qualification campaign, where the team missed out on the sport at next year's finals in Germany. Now let's go straight to Spain this morning, where La Liga President Javier Tebas announced his resignation on Wednesday in order to call for new elections, where he will attempt to win a fourth straight term. Can that happen? Well, Tebas' resignation does not come as a surprise, with the Spaniard having served in the role since 2013 and his 4-year term due to end on 23rd of December. And that will be the day we'll be having our end of the year party with the kids. So if you're listening right now, well, December 1, the Santos Grotto opens. Your ticket, one ticket qualifies you to enter the Santos Grotto, and for the end of the year party, it's just 2K. Now let's look at the Spanish La Liga games going down this weekend. Remember, it is going into the match day 14. Alaves will be up against the Granada on 24th. That is going to be tomorrow, Friday Night Football. And on Saturday, Barcelona will be on the road against Rayo Vallecano. Valencia takes on Celta Vigo as Getafe battles Almeria. Atletico Madrid battles Mallorca, while Villarreal will be up against Osasuna. Sevilla will be the guest of Real Sociedad. Cadiz will be up against Real Madrid as Real Betis host Las Palmas. Girona will be up against Athletic Bilbao, which is going to be the last game of the weekend. I mean, talking about the match day 14. While Girona is topping the Spanish La Liga table, that is surprising, with 34 points. And the punters are already saying Girona is the big deal in La Liga, most especially putting their mouth where their money is, or money where their mouth is. Real Madrid is second with 32 points. Barcelona is third with 30 points. Well, anything can change after resumption from the break. Well, the three teams on the La Liga log have all lost one game each. Talking about teams, the team that has drawn more, that is Barcelona. Barcelona has drawn 3 games. Okay, now let's look at what is happening in England, where English football clubs have collectively failed to hit annual targets to improve the ethnic and gender diversity. The Football Association FA confirmed in a new report of the Football Leadership Diversity Code for the 2022-2023 season. However, let us talk about for Haaland. He is increasingly confident he will be fit to lead Manchester City's line when they return to Premier League action against Liverpool on Saturday. I was warning somebody that said he wants to sub off Haaland from the Premier League fantasy because Haaland happens to be his or her captain. So don't let me say the gender. Now let's look at how the Premier League fixtures would look like in the come this weekend. It's going to be the match day 13. Manchester City opening the weekend against Liverpool as Burnley hosts West Ham United. Luton Town host Crystal Palace. Chelsea will face Newcastle United. I want to see the battle between Tayo and Kes. Nottingham Forest will take on Brighton. Sheffield United against the Bournemouth as Brentford host Arsenal. Tottenham Hotspur will be up against Aston Villa in London as Everton host Manchester United. And Fulham will be up against Wolves. Remember, Manchester City is topping the Premier League log with 28 points, losing 2 games. Liverpool is second with 1 point. There's going to be a change on the log this weekend, most especially the battle between the 1 and 2. Favor Laurentola is like 1 and 2 to me because I'm number 1. Favor is number 2. And it's like, yeah, she's going into gaming very soon, most especially with her headset. Favor, how are you doing? Good morning to you. I know you won't want to place a bet on Manchester City or Liverpool, but tell me the team you'll be supporting this weekend for the big battle going down between Manchester City and Liverpool.
Definitely Manchester City. I've always told you I'm not a fan of Liverpool. So Manchester City. If you had asked me another match, probably Newcastle and Chelsea, I would have said Newcastle, definitely not Chelsea.
Okay. I know somebody will come back on air. That should be Monday evening to swallow a L. Well, we'll move to the other side of the show this morning where we look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers and you know what Nigerians are saying. Well, Damilola Fewa joins Favor on that side. Well, Damilola Fewa is an Arsenal fan. Favor is clubless, but she's supporting Shooting Stars and Ekiti United. My name is Oladakwe Okunubi, a Sporting Lagos fan for this season. Catch you tomorrow.
Solutions 93.9 FM.
Santa Claus is now right here at Solutions 93.9 FM, kids. And you can have a fantastic end of the year party also. With just 2,000 Naira, you can see Santa Claus right here. And guess what? With the same ticket, you gain entrance into Solutions 93.9 FM's annual Kiddies End of the Year party.
Party after party, after party, after party.
Parents, schools, churches, and organizations. From December 1, 2023, Santa Claus will be here with goodie bags for your kids. With this token, you can allow your kids to experience the wonders of Christmas and the pleasurable end of the year season. If you demand, we can also transfer Santa Claus to your schools, your churches, and your organizations and anywhere at a discounted rate. All you have to do is reach out to us at 100 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Aweni House, Okeado, Ibadan. Or you can contact us on 0817-452-0785 or 0818-090-5832. Solutions 93.9 FM Santa's Grotto. Let the kids breathe.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's be dynamic with your morning update and make it better with Kickoff Sports Show, where we will be serving you all the latest from tennis, basketball, Formula One, football, exclusive interviews, and lots more.
Hamilton going for the move on Alonso at the 130. These two great side by side.
Martinelli! Oh yes! Gabriel Martinelli is back with a bang!
Headlines from Nigerian newspapers, behind the papers from the stands, analysis on burning trending issues across Nigeria and beyond.
The problem is not politics or tribalism, but corruption.
The governors will say, give us our own slot. The chairman of local government will say, give us our own slot. Who does those slots go to?
You are offend, they arrest you, they detain you, and they release you. That's all.
Hello, my name is Oladapo Okunubi.
My name is Victory Onyedikachi.
My name is Adedamola Lafenwa.
And my name is Favor Oloruntola.
Join us weekdays 9 a.m. on your Remedy Radio dial, Solutions 939 FM.
Here, we make it different from the norm.
939 is the dial.
All right, it's another beautiful Thursday morning in a big and beautiful city of Ibadan. Time check 9:31. You're on to Solutions 93.9 FM, and this is from the daily segment on AM Update. This is where we get to take you through some stories in some of today's national dailies, or I would like to say the trending stories or the biggest stories in the papers this morning. My name is Adedamola Lafenwa. I heard somebody was a young striker that was mentioning my name, saying Arsenal fan, and you calling you clubless. Are you truly clubless?
If I was clubless, I would have actually agreed with him. I'm just not, the kind of forthcoming person like you are to tell the whole world.
I think I've noticed one thing among all sports presenters that I know, not even on this station. They hardly. I have a friend who's a sportscaster too. He publicly declares his own club, but apart from him, I hardly see any of sportscasters publicly announcing the team they belong to. Why?
It's
why
just
the secrecy?
to tell you that I learned from the best.
Why the secrecy?
It's what was passed down to me.
Did you ever ask why that has been so?
I've asked. I know why. So I don't need to ask, I just know why. So I learned from the best. The person I learned from isn't complaining. So we just let the train flow that way.
Me, I'm Arsenal, Ghana for life. Okay, let's do this morning.
All right, good morning. It's not sports. It is newspaper headlines now. Oladapo Okunubi has taken us through the sports stories, and now it's time for us to go into the more important stories, and that's the state of the nation. We'll be taking you through the newspaper headlines this morning. We have about 4 or 5 newspapers that we'll be going through, and later on also we have analysis on such stories that will be dishing out. Plus, will also, allow you to contribute. Our X platform is at Solutions 939 FM. Facebook is at Solutions 939 FM. X Solutions 939 FM. Facebook Solutions 939 FM. YouTube Solutions 939 FM. WhatsApp as well. You can drop your messages 0904 422 2939. Okay, to also calling, it is 0909 888 9939 and 0912 222 2939. Let's stop the long talk. My name is Favor Olorisada, and I'm ready to dish you stories from the Nigerian Tribune and the Nation newspaper.
I've got the Punch and the Vanguard newspapers with me this morning. We'll be back in a short while. Okay, starting with the Punch newspaper this morning, I have this one saying, Niger Junta sues Tinubu, ECOWAS court rules December 7. That story is found on page 3 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Fresh Naira scarcity, it's Kano, Sokoto, Edo, others. I know this is one story that Favor will never want to see it coming close to this place or to this area or to this region. Okay, that story is found on page 25. Now, this is another, I call it a heartbreaking story. It was in the papers some weeks ago that the federal government had approved a budget to take care of the wage award promised by the federal government to cushion the effect of the removal of the fuel subsidy. And this is saying FG slashes wage award by 100 billion naira. Labour kicks. Page 30. Now moving to the biggest story on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning, we have this one saying Kano poll controversy. Police NNPP protesters clash. More cloud over judgment. And there are two riders on that caption. We have one saying court APC blame clerical error. NNPP Labour Party insists judgment doctored. Yusuf heads for Supreme Court, says appeal court lacks jurisdiction to determine party membership. Okay, moving away from that, Fintiri intervenes as soldiers kill inspector in Adamawa. And the Senate passes MTEF to probe tax waivers under Buhari. That story is found on page 21. Police tear gas protesters shield Osun CJ from mob. Page 28. And the last one I'll be taking, saying 1.2 billion naira fraud. Emefiele gets 300 million naira bail restricted to Abuja. That story is found on page 28 of the Punch newspaper this morning.
Okay, from the Nigerian Tribune, we have this one. Sack of Kano's governor. Appeal court cites clerical error in CTC as youth protest in Kano. I remember yesterday when we were reading out the errors made on that, paper. I said it was a typo error. And here it is this morning, as confirmed, like I knew, it was a clerical error. But can such a clerical error occur and the judge will sign on such without checking it out?
Isn't that a very huge error to just come at something sensitive like that? Okay, let's go ahead.
Okay, NNPP heads for Supreme Court, ask NJC to probe controversial CTC over victory upheld. APC insists. The story, page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune. Now, suspended Adamawa wreck in Niger Republic, council tells court.
Senate 6 probe into $500 million CCTV contract in FCT. Page 5. Poor nutrition can damage a child's brain. Nutritionist. ECOWAS Parliament seeks review of sanctions on Niger Republic. FAAC, FG states LG's share 906.9 billion naira for October. Federal government plans 75 billion naira loan to 1.5 million poor Nigerians as First Lady launches market money. Page 19 of the Nigerian Tribune. Now to the envelope headlines on the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Industrial court restrains Osun judges from taking up acting CJ position. Osun judicial workers declare indefinite strike. Police officer killed as army/police clash in Adamawa, CP fumes. Alleged 1.21 billion naira procurement fraud. Court grants Emefiele 300 million naira bail. These and more from the pages of the Nigerian Tribune.
Okay, moving to the Vanguard newspaper this morning, starting from the top headlines. Why I deserve to be listed in Guinness World Records. Tinubu. The story is found on page 9. If you want to know why he feels he should be listed in the Guinness World Records, you get a copy.
I think I need to check that story.
I know you'll be interested in that particular, because that was when I first saw it, I was like, wow, interesting. Okay, now, Apapa gridlock. Truckers defy Sanwo-Olu's directive, return block road. Okay, that story is found on page 10. Alleged procurement fraud. Ex-CBN Governor Emefiele gets 300 million naira bail. The story is found on page 9. And moving away from that, 2023 Edo, Ebonyi, Anambra top list of electoral offenders. That story is found on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Ondo political crisis. Intervene now. Fastoranti, Falai. Others tell Tinubu. The story can be found on page 10. Now to the biggest story on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. We have this one saying, Kano, we stand by our verdict sacking Governor Yusuf, appeal court. And there are riders under that caption. We have this one saying, NNPP files appeal at Supreme Court. Wants NJC to probe appeal court judgment. Insists CTC confirms its candidate Yusuf won on appeal. There is no confusion. APC demands CTC of appeal court judgment. And another writer says appeal court registrar dismisses controversy trailing CTC of judgment, says it is clerical error. And the last writer says protest rock Kano. Okay, moving away from that, Akpabio receives NNPCL management. And we have this one saying, Israel-Hamas conflict has gone from war to terrorism. Pope Francis is saying that. These and many more stories will be found on the pages of the Vanguard newspaper this morning.
Okay, let's flip through the page of the Nation newspaper this morning. The very first story I'm taking is Appeal Court lays to rest Kano's judgment CTC controversy. With this, clerical error can't invalidate verdict. Party 6 probe. Please disperse protesters in Kano State. NNPP takes case to Supreme Court. Now, trial of 191 electoral offences suspects to begin. Ebonyi, Edo, Anambra have highest number of suspects. First Lady inaugurates market money scheme. Emefiele gets 300 million naira bail. Fasharoti, Falai, others intervene in Akeredolu Ayedatiwa fraud, feud. This story keeps, coming up on the newspapers. Hopefully it's resolved.
You mean the Ondo crisis?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's also on the Vanguard newspaper.
Hopefully it's
it doesn't seep into 2024 actually. Now 2024, 26 trillion naira budget. Federal government targets 7.8 trillion naira loan. And our NNPCL Alice fears on petrol shortage ahead of Yotard season. That's on page 7 of the Nation newspaper. This and more you can get from the Nation newspaper this morning.
Okay, in a short while, we will be reaching out to our guest analyst this morning. But we have a particular statement coming from the National Secretary of the party, NNPP. We all all remember the story that came out yesterday, talking about the discrepancies, what the appeal court has come out to term as a clerical error. And we have the NNPP National Secretary reacting to the certified true copy that was released on Tuesday. And let's take a listen. And right after that, we'll be reaching out to our guest analyst this morning. This is Dipo Olayokun, the National Secretary of NNPP.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, this is the complex situation we are as a political party, and our candidates have found ourselves. If at the point of delivering the judgment, there was a pronouncement that our appeal failed, but the CTC of the same judgment, in its conclusive findings, actually resolved all the issues in our favor, and even awarded costs in our favor against the APC, this definitely is a riddle. We are an interested party. We own the platform on which engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf ran for the election and was declared the winner. We are therefore calling on the National Judicial Council, NJC, to without delay commence investigation to unravel what happened in this matter. Also, we are calling on eminent members of the bench, both retired and serving, and the bar, to be interested in what happened, that we have the kind of scenario presented in the CTC of the judgment of the Court of Appeal. In addition, we called on leaders, elders, and other major stakeholders in the Nigerian project, including the media, to step into this matter to avert the danger this type of signal from the judiciary portends for our democracy in particular and our country in general. From the scenario presented by the judgment above, it is crystal clear that something is wrong somewhere, and the onus is on all of us as Nigerians to unearth the riddle. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, for emphasis, this is not just a mistake that can merely be corrected by the Court of Appeal, as it does not fall within the ambit of the slip rule, where a court can recall the document and correct an error. Such errors must be so obvious that their correction cannot generate any controversy regarding the judgment or decision of the court. By the same token, such errors must be of such nature that their correction will not change the substance of the judgment or alter the clear intention of the court.
All right, that was the voice of Dipo Olayokun. That is the National Secretary of the NNPP addressing the press yesterday as an aftermath of the release of the certified true copy from the appeal court, showing something different from what was pronounced at the Supreme Court by the Justice or the panel of justice on Friday. And then we're still trying to reach out to our analyst this morning. But in the meantime, we can still talk about the statement credited to the man there. He said the error or the discrepancies is a clear indication of something that is a riddle, and a riddle is something that is very hard to explain.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, okay. We have a comrade with us. Good morning, sir.
A good morning to you.
Okay, yeah, it's nice to have you with us this morning. That is Comrade Ayodeji Ajishokwe joining us virtually this morning. And yesterday, sir, we talked extensively as regards the certified true copy that was released by the appeal court. And we have in the papers this morning that this particular issue has generated lots of controversies, and there was a protest in Kano yesterday. And we just played the voice of the National Secretary of the NNPP. Did you listen to the statement from him?
Yes, I did. I did to listen to the press conference statement he issued.
Okay, so what do you make out of that? Let us start from there.
Yes, yesterday we were talking about it. And then later in the day, we heard that the appeal court had written to the legal teams of the two candidates, asking that they return the CTC that they were issued. And then, they said it was it falls under the ambit of the slip rule. And of course, the APC legal advisor agreed with the fact that it falls under the ambit of the slip rule. But of course, the NNPP does not think it falls under the slip rule. It's a worrisome development in view of the fact I am not a learned person, in quotes, as they call themselves. But for the ordinary man on the street, it is worrisome. This comes in view of recent development. This last 2023 election, you know how much heat was generated by the issue of 25% in Abuja and so many other issues, and the issue of the candidature the character of the person of APC candidate, and all of that. And then the recent call by former President Obasanjo that democracy is not working for us, and all of this put together, it's a work for the ordinary man of the street who does not understand, what they call technicalities and legal jargon. It is worrisome, and it is making them lose, interest in and confidence in a democratic practice. But we must not forget that democracy is not an event. It is a journey. It is a journey. It is sad that January 15, 1966, the journey was aborted, and had been aborted even a couple of times after that. If we had been at that since 1960, we would have evolved long beyond this. You will recall that we had